doing? This is NKD SMARTVIEW. So right about today is the day 9 of the NKD SMARTVIEW uploads. For a few days I've not posted. That's because I'm working according to a schedule. So sorry about the pause in transmission. We're going to resume, and we're resuming what? Fully. So I'm actually working on a schedule and making sure that the time elapses at a particular period. So on some days I could upload 2 videos. So keep that in mind, and let's get on. Now, one major thing, as you know, is the fact that here at NKD SMARTVIEW, I don't go into impressing people by flipping money for me. I want to tell you that you can make ₦1 million with 1,000 naira in 10 minutes. You forfeit risk factor, you forfeit every single reasoning of having a safe bet. Rather, you jump into what? Into gambling. You understand? There's a difference. Now we are all in the system of gambling, but there is what we call sensible risk. Very, very important. Your sensible risk. Very important to follow. So don't tell me that you have an account of 100,000, you use 50,000 per gameplay because you want to show your audience that you are good at flipping money. No, it's wrong. It goes against every single risk factor. So rather, I will actually state that I'm an educator. I'm actually very interactive in my sessions. If I come online on YouTube, I don't just start playing and playing. I speak, I talk, I educate, I explain. So you get to understand what? The key concept. Why those who are going advanced, they're always what? Available on WhatsApp over there. But at least by the time you are done with the gameplays and following up, you will what? Get yourself some knowledge. Now let's get on to today's gameplay. Now it's been over a year I've been talking about statistics and what? Statistics. It's all about statistics. Statistics is the framework of BET9JA, and in due time, many others will start talking about it. But for now, it's just over here at NKD SMARTVIEW. So in due time, others will start speaking about statistics. But by then, those who are early would have made a whole lot from it. As I stated, statistics is the framework of BET9JA as a whole. If you understand the key concept of statistics, there are many mistakes you cannot make. There's something you see while using statistics, except if you have run mad at that period, you cannot pick a particular color. Except if you have run totally mad, understanding the key concept and framework of statistics, you cannot see a color. If you are playing the Rainbow 2+ or 3+, whatever, and pick that color, it only takes you to be what? Mentally deranged to pick that color. But on a good note, someone who works with patterns, strategy, loopholes and all, will just casually go in. But with statistics and your understanding of statistics, you can never try that. So those are one of the few things you get to understand why go with statistics. Now let's get on to the gameplay. So for now, let's go on. I've analyzed this before I started up this gameplay, and I'll go through a few things, but we are to stick on blue 2+. Green is good for momentum. Red is not feasible for long term. Blue 2+ is the best option. Now, we did not win blue 2+ here. Does not mean it's the bad option. In fact, if you play for Nigeria, you should know what is called martingale. So martingale, to a very good extent, is a safety factor in BET9JA. So very important. So let's get on to this now. Looking at this now, the 24 hours, we have our 3 analysis here, and with this I've eliminated the color. Coming over to 24 hours, I'm looking at this now. Now we have what we call the lower band, which is between 16 to 12, higher band, which is between 35 to 42. Look at this one, look at this one. What can you see here? Very close, very close. A period not to be in. So looking at this now, I've also stated that whenever you have a color eliminated, that means you want to play yourself 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3 right here. That is on the gameplay. That is using the winning color. But whenever you have yourself let's say -1, minus another, you want to get yourself this, or minus this, you want to get yourself this. In a short term, definitely opportunity will come on red, but would take a while, could take a while. Why green, on the other hand, is going through a phase of momentum. That means it's much more like what I call the rise before the fall. It's good for a short-term gameplay, but for sustainability, it will not hold up much longer. Rather, the best option now to pick is blue 2+. It might not be consistent at this point we're speaking. You will be going through recovery, but once blue sets in, you understand what I'm saying. So let's get on now to the system, and we should look into the gameplay. Now, let's look in at the last 10 draws now to check in for entry position. When should we start staking? Now, looking at this now, on momentum, we have green. Let's check out green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So momentum is all high. Red, we have 1, to just 2. While on blue you have none, none, none. Can you see this phase here? Something to watch out for. But this is much more like what? A confirmation stage. So wait it out. Now you have 1, 2, 3 out. You have blue just 1 and 2 at the lower stages. So blue was much more dominant at the lower stages than is actually doing what? Higher here. So you wait out for confirmation. As I've stated, green is good for momentum, good and fine, but it will fade shortly. Red is not even an option you want to go in. If I was actually to be playing what? The winning color system, I will take green, I will take blue, and I will take no winning color. For the next few draws, there is a confirmation I will get. I will eliminate red immediately. Eliminate what? Green. Go only on 2 plus what? Blue. And there is a setting whereby I will get current setting. This, and what? This. Few minutes. This is also not eligible. This has actually not been eligible. It becomes this. So let's look at this now. Confirmation. Let's wait out the next draw. So this is ID 16, followed by ID 17. Once confirmation is made, take note, blue 2 plus, the best option. So as I stated, this was much more like a phase of confirmation right about here. This is much more like what? That stage whereby every hand is being washed away. Those who are staking on blue, as I stated, green is a momentum color. This is a slacker. The red is slacking. Blue is what? Stable. The color of stability currently is the color blue. Red is green is on momentum. Red is slacking. Could be good. It can be appearing once in a while, appears, comes out. But blue is stability. So looking at this now, we've gotten ourselves now a fraction. So from ID 18, which is the next ID coming out, 2 plus blue. So let's see how the next few minutes will be. Green for momentum. What I mean by momentum is the fact that for a short period it's going to work. It will just be out and out and out. But for longer time, you will collect. Let me use that word. You go collect. Because once you continue on it, it will inevitably fail. At the beginning of this video, I stated it. Green is for momentum. Look at what happened here. No green, no green, no green. And this is likely not the end. Do you understand what I'm saying? The same thing happened here with blue. No blue, no blue, no blue. People were washed off. Those who were actually on blue too early were washed off. Though if you are using a false system of staking, which I actually what? Tell people to lost, recover. Now from ID 18, we have gone on what? 2 plus blue. Now what will happen to green? Green, as I stated, was for momentum. So green 1 here, lost, 1, 2 plus here, 1, 3 plus. Good. But look at what happened here. Lost. Are you seeing what I'm saying? This is the confirmation that I stated earlier on. I will take out color green. I'm taking out what? Color green. Color red already is out. For sustainability, blue 2 plus. Now, blue will not win every single round. But what? After this phase whereby hands were washed off, and following up with that, we got what? This particular phase here. 2 plus blue is the best option. So, we got our confirmation from ID 16, 17. Started up stake at ID 18. Lost ID 19. But on the long term, watch out what will happen. You have yourself a 4 martingale stake. Those who work with martingale should understand what a 4 martingale can cover up for you. On a very good note, if you do not want to play with a martingale, you can always choose a fixed stake. But one thing about martingale is the fact that it takes more money, but it's able to give you what? Good recovery. So anytime you recover, you know that whatever you've lost, you've actually what? Gotten it back. So very decent. Now let's get on to continuation. So ID 18, 1 lost, 1 again. Now how about the last 5 draws from ID 16? We took analysis. Green, 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 yes, then 2 plus. On the color red, we have what? 2 plus, 1, 2 plus, 1, 2 plus. So red is actually what? Decent right now. Then the color blue, 2 lost, 3, 2, 4. So also what? Doing well. So green is actually the lagger. It's a slacker for now. And our gameplay, as I stated, started at the ID what? 18. So keep in mind, we go on for a few minutes before I end this video. I have made other videos concerning the what? The 100 days uploads. You can go and check them out. So this is it now. Another draw in the market. We had a draw here, red and green. We have another red and blue. And so blue, blue, lost, blue, blue, blue. So a good gameplay so far. Checking on statistics. This has dropped by 1. This has increased by 2. This was at 19 before, -1. So -1 plus 2. Earlier in this video, this got to what? 32 or 33. I told you was around the higher band, which is 35 to 42. Now you can see how low it has fallen. That's not the worst. Before you know, you might see 29 here, 29 here. We're talking about a flip following. And once a flip is following, likely for that short term, red is going to do well. Just for a very short term, is not worth staking for long. So in a short while now, you can see what? The color red drops, the color green. Okay, the color red rises, the color green drops, the color blue goes in for a flip. So looking at this now, the color green won, but no movement. I've always done this in my videos. We have what we call the 1th draw to the 100th draw. That is talking about what? The 100 draw statistics. Now, currently this is the 1th draw here. The draw that just entered, number 1. We have what? Green 1. The 100th draw, which currently now becomes the 101, because a new one has actually what? Arrived. You should know that for the green, the red and the blue not to have moved, that means the 100 draw was won by green. So this cancels this, equals to no movement. So do you understand what I'm saying? Now watch what happened right about here. Blue just won now. We have 30, 18 to 28. Let's refresh. 30 to 18 to 28. So you have what? 30 to 18 to 29 plus 1 and what? -1. What this means is the fact that blue now has won the 1th draw. The 100th draw was won by draw. It could have been 2, 2, 2. Red, blue, and green on the 100 draw. That draw now has dropped and become the 101 draw. That's the reason why what? Blue increased and what? This one here got to decrease, because a draw just left from the bottom and was replaced by a blue. So let's get on now to the setting. As I stated, we'll be expecting a flip soon. This is already 29. This is 30. Let's see if we make up to 29, 29. Or how does the gameplay actually what? Get to go. There is so much of draws. Now, draws is a period whereby there is a takeover. So this particular game now, one thing about this kind of gameplays I'm doing now, it lasts for a very long time. You see the blue I'm talking about. Blue, in the next few minutes, will be very dominant. But before then, you go through a phase of struggle and struggle and struggle. That is because it is yet to what? Take the baton. Why I like this kind of gameplays is the fact that it tells me that I'm early. Do you understand the concept there? It tells me I am early. Already we went through that phase of flush whereby I told you that blue did not win 3 draws. That phase has passed. It was, I believe, by the 12, 13, 14 or so, where we saw, or 13, 14, 15, where blue did not appear 2+ at all. So following that, we got what? An appearance. What this is actually trying to let us know. See another draw once again. Now whenever I start seeing so much of draw here, where's another draw here, is a change in power. So this draw now was what? In respect of red and green. This was in respect of blue and red. This was in respect of red and green. This was in respect of blue and red. So red and green, blue and red, blue and red. In a short time, dominance is going to come. So as I stated, one thing I like about playing like this is because it tells me I'm very early. 2 plus blue, we started up at ID 18. This was the setup all the way from ID 16 here. Blue 1, blue 1, blue 1, lost 1, 1, lost 1, lost 1. So a total of 7 out of 10. There will be a period shortly we will see blue that will win 8 or 9 out of 10. You understand what I'm saying? Blue is actually going to dominate up to 8, 9 out of 10 shortly. This is ID 25. We're talking about before ID 50. And we started up our gameplay on ID 18. Now imagine playing all the way from ID 18 to ID 50. That's a total of what? 33 gameplays. And right now we've gotten to win 7 out of 10. Now if you divide 33 into what? 4, you have yourself what? 7. Okay, 33 into 7. Okay, into 10 gameplays, you have yourself what? 3 points. That means in the first 10 draws now that has passed, these 10 draws, we've gotten ourselves what? 7 out of 10 gameplays. In the following, we can get what? 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. In the following, when blue has now become more dominant, you can get yourself even a 10 out of 10. That's what I'm explaining by this now on screen. So what I'm trying to say in essence is the fact that we are very early. The fact that you cannot see blue everywhere is not a bad thing. It does not mean that we are playing a wrong gameplay. It only means that we are playing too early. And the worst you can do now is to what? pick a color of momentum, a color like green. If we had picked green a few minutes ago, we went through this period whereby green did not do well. Green did exceedingly poorly here, while we were waiting for blue to assume position. Following up on this, now if you look at the screen, by zooming out, you can see that no color is dominant. This is a phase what of pause. So much draws and draws. In a short while, the color will dominate. Now look at here now, got ourselves another draw. But as I stated, blue has been what? Doing well. Because if you've been following up, you can see that on ID 16, we won blue, 17, blue won, or one blue. Yeah, it did not win. 18, we started up, blue, lost, blue, blue, lost, blue, lost, blue, lost, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 currently. Refreshing the current draw. Blue 1 here, blue 1 here, lost here, 1 here. So out of 5, we have what? 3 out of 5. Now this is in process. Let's get back to the statistics. Now you can see this has dropped. This is what? Stable. This has also what? Dropped, right? Yes. This has dropped. So every has dropped, draw has increased. So the draw went from 23 to what? 26. That's because there will be a change in power soon. And the best bet where you should actually confine and stay should be the 2 plus blue. You might not be winning infinitely, you cannot be winning all the time, but one thing I'm certain is the fact that if I will stretch this video from now till ID 50, which will be a very lengthy video, we're already over 16 minutes into the video, you will see the period whereby for 10 games we win 10 over 10 or 9 over 10 of blue. It's a short period. So for now, it's much more a thing of momentum. Each color is getting to what? Take control. Let's just do something a little bit practical. Let's check out green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21. How about red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Green, red, then blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you can see what's happening. All of them are confined. In a period whereby there's what? Clear dominance, you should see something like blue or red or gray. One of them will be up to 40 or 45% of the entire screen. So unlike the case whereby we saw green now 21, red I believe 18, then blue 20. On a dominant period, that green or blue or whichever should be up to like 30, 32 some cases. So no color is dominant now. Any color you are taking now is actually what? Performing well up until what? Likely the flips occurs. You can see this. We could be seeing what? 28 to 28 soon. Once you see this, you halt. You halt during flips because red can win at that period. Once that happens, you continue. So 29 green, 29 on green, 27 on blue. We could see 28, 28, 28 green, 28 blue next. Let's refresh. So we are still on what? 29 to 27. Blue just won right now. We are still on what? 29 to 27. That's because the 1st draw is blue. The 100th draw was blue. Is now on draw 101. This cancelled this, and we are still having ourselves what? Blue at the top right here. So let's wait out for it. In a short period, we should be going through a period of flip. While that flip is trying, this can drop 17, 16. This can drop 28. This becomes what? 28. So 29 to 27. Another win from blue will likely be 28 to 28. But look at the last 10 draws. Blue. So the last 5 draws, you can see blue clearly dominant. Clearly, blue is dominant. So looking at this now, following up on the next draw, 28. This has followed by -1, +1, stable. So blue did not win right about now, but green did not win either. We have what? The red. But the closest place for a flip is what? Around these two. So I'm expecting a win from green. Looking at what? The fact that a flip from blue, flipping out green. Looking at the fact that green is working with momentum. If we've looked at the past few draws since we started at ID 16, every color has been performing decently. Every color has been performing decently. This is a period whereby if you are playing your gameplay, you have yourself what? Not that much wins, but it's sustainable. Not much wins, but what? Highly sustainable. So let's follow up on this now. We have ourselves what? Green winning once again, 29 to what? 27. Now +1, this remains stagnant. Means that this is not dropping. This remains stagnant. So +1 on what? The color green. So let's follow up now. We have ourselves what? blue absent, martingale as high as 4. With the fact that, as I stated, blue is the most sustainable color. There is no how that in the next two draws, blue is not out. The reason why we are not having so much on blue occurring is because we are in a phase whereby every color is trying to dominate. So no color now has taken dominance. But after that flip, as I stated, I've cancelled red, I've cancelled green. Blue is the best option. So after that flip, you can start seeing blue in action. So let's check that out. So 29 to 28, blue is coming closer. We could see ourselves 28, or 29, green to blue very shortly. So there's likely a chance that before we flip, we might go into equilibrium. Flips comes in two ways. This is 29, this is 28. You can just see a flip. This becomes 28 here, this goes 29. Automatically, now you wait out for a confirmation of flip. Or you go into equilibrium. 28, this one drops, likely this wins. Okay, 3 stages. Or you go into 29, this remains stagnant, and this gets to move. So those are the 3 stages available on flips. So we have ourselves now a draw, right? 2, 2, 2. This increased, this decreased, and this is still as they are. So this video, if I will continue with it, it will keep on going on and on and on. We are out already 21 minutes on this video, and continuation will make it rather lengthy. But I would like to go through a phase whereby you confirm what I was saying. This is already at the 36. So this is currently at the 36, and possibly by the 50, we should have, or after the flip, which can be in the next 3, 4, 5 draws, we have a dominance, clear dominance from the color blue. So let's get on. Now, statistics is not hard. What I'm showing you right here on screen is part of the few days which we've actually gone on the winning color system, and also the Rainbow 2+ on this channel. Go and check the uploads day 1 to day 8. Today is day 9. You will see how the gameplay has been. For BET9JA, statistics is not confined to any particular gameplay. You play according to whatever the statistics say. At a point whereby the statistics is much more obvious, you can have yourself a gameplay. But at a point whereby it is much more like this, what I mean by this is a period of setup. You find yourself going through over back and forth until stability comes. Dominance will come on a color. So that is it. So let's check out now 29, 19, 27, boring period. This is the boring phase. You just keep on playing because you are expecting something. I like these gameplays. I prefer gameplays like this that are much more stable than periods whereby it is just one-sided. Though if you're on the one-sided period, as I stated, blue in the next few minutes will be one-sided. If you're on the one-sided era, you have no problem. But if it's against you, then you will know your fault. Now what I'm saying is very simple. In a very few minutes, market will be against green, whether I likes it or not. It can fall as low as 22, 23. It can fall that low in the next few minutes. On the other hand, red is having some level of stability, though it's not much stable. Blue on the other hand is expected to begin dominance shortly. Why for now we're having so much on draws and so on. So we have ourselves now red winning here. Did not move. So that's actually going to be it. And if I follow up with this video one hard time, I'm still here before we can see dominance. But let's check the last 10 draws. What happened in the last 10 draws on the color blue? No, 1, 1, no, 1, 1, no, 1, no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? No, 5 out of 10. Poor results, but still continuous. Poor result, but still continuous. In few minutes, as I've stated, we should be expecting blue to perform. Okay, yes, this is the period of flip here. Now automatically we've gotten ourselves this condition. So a condition has been met. A flip is expected. One thing I don't like doing in period of flips like this is what? Staking on my supposed color. I would like to be avoiding blue until a flip confirmation, because you might just see red at this period put head from nowhere, or a draw. Red could just put head and win. You understand? So for now, I will pause out if I'm on a live gameplay playing what? The color blue. Once I pause it out, I will the flip and what? We continue. BET9JA is sweet if you understand statistics. Imagine from the very beginning I stated, don't go on green, is on momentum. Don't go on red, is on the lower zone. And you avoided it. A very good setting. So let's check out now. We got ourselves what? Green has gone back in, and what? Blue is actually on the lower side. We will still continue with the gameplay. At a point, a flip will occur. So this is not considered a flip. We went what? 28 back to 29, then to 28. So no flip occurred yet. We continue on with the gameplay. Now let's wait out the next draw. I'll be ending this video shortly, because most definitely in the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, we can still be on this 2+ blue and awaiting what it will deliver, and awaiting what it will deliver while the video is going. We're already on ID 41, so the flip did not come early, dominance did not come early. Even by ID 50, we will still be on what? A gameplay of equality. So continue that way. So now we have ourselves a draw once again. A draw once again. So this has actually dropped down, while this has what? Increased. So much more of a looking like this on this, and this is more further. So we will continue like this for a very long time, and because of that, we are already 26 minutes into this video, and I'll be having to end it. But one thing I just want to say before I end the video is quite simple. Each gameplay has its own setup. There are periods whereby you come in and I've gone through this entire phase. This entire 26 minutes whereby I've made this video has passed. We are getting through towards the period whereby blue is becoming dominant. On a very good note, now I'm only making this video to show you a process that can be followed up in statistics. Yes, you can have this kind of period. Those who are on my mentorship, I will also recommend them this video to watch, so that they get to understand. There are periods whereby you look at this and you have to what? Wait it out, or you enter, or you continue. Because some people like, oh, I was taking, my gameplay was slow, I win one, I lose one. I was playing for like 30 minutes, I had out of 30 draws, I only won 17 games, I won 18 games. Yes, that happens. It's quite normal. I'm going to recommend this. I'll be sharing this with all those on my mentorship, so that they can also watch. And there are times whereby you go in, you play 30 gameplays, and what happens? You find yourself, what, out of 30 gameplays, you won like 25 out of 30. That's because you have gone through the entire phase of this slow period, and you went into what? The much more dominance period on a particular color. So that will be it, and that will be all for now as we what? Head out. So this is 31, this is 26, and right about now green is more dominant, but green can only work now with momentum. Let's check out the last 10 draws. So we have green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blue on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So green is what? Working on momentum. When it's time to fall, it will fall disastrously. I don't want to get caught up. It has been doing decently ever since the flush, but on the longer term it's going to fail, and if you keep on sticking with it, you won't know when it will be time to fail, and you will lose 4 draws or more on a row. So that's it right about now. I'll be ending this gameplay right here.